Hey guys, Canadians and Keith back with another Jabbercut. There's been a lot of buzz in the retro game community lately about new consoles coming out and this year in general, and it looks like it's going to be a fairly exciting time for us collectors, 2017, 2018. Obviously, we have the Polymega coming out, which I cover and do updates on its own individual videos. But in addition, earlier this year, RetroBit, the guys that created the RetroBit Generations console, that was supposed to be a direct competition with the NES Classic, didn't do so well. It was overshined, even though you can still buy it. Thanks, Nintendo. And yeah, it's very forgettable. However, they're coming out with a portable version of it, which seems a bit interesting. I'm always about portable versions of consoles. They're nice to have on the shelf and everything, and take it on the go. It looks not bad from what I've seen. I've seen a few pictures already, some with the D-pad being an actual D-pad, and one being more of like a clicky analog kind of joystick, more like the Neo Geo Pocket. It looked like it has some potential, so I'm going to check that out. Apparently it's supposed to be out late July this year for about $59.99 US. I'm not too sure what it's going to be here in Canada, but yeah, it's got some possibility. Same thing from RetroBit once again. They're also planning on releasing a new Game Boy. That has not given a release date yet. It's going to be called the Super Retro Boy, and it's going to play Game Boy Color, regular Game Boy. I can't remember if it's Game Boy Advance as well. But that looks really cool. It's got the same stylish shape as the original Game Boy. And it's going to be upscaled, screen, and it's supposed to look really nice. They've demoed it a few times at a few shows, and they do have working prototypes, so it is on the way. We're suspecting probably late summer, early fall, optimistically. But we'll see how that goes. No idea on price on that yet. Also, recently, very recently, now I heard about this from a friend of mine, the Atari Creep, and all props go to him for putting out and covering this, both of these topics anyways, and I'm just going to touch on them basically. The Hyperkin is just at E3 released a RetroN 77, which is going to be able to play your Atari 2600 carts upscaled HDMI 1080p. Now, that's pretty huge. There hasn't really been too much put out officially for the Atari 2600, at least, cartridge-wise. And this will really tell what the future will hold for Atari. If Hyperkin can make a run of it and get people interested in Atari cartridges again and actually getting new hardware for it, maybe Atari will be on an upward scale. If it fails, however, I really doubt anyone will invest the time into making real products for Atari, at least for another long while. There's been quite a taboo with Atari ever since the market crash, right? That's why so many people consider Nintendo to be the baseline of gaming, instead of Atari, which was pretty much the first. There's some before, but major first. Speaking of Atari as well, a few days even before Hyperkin announced their RetroN 77, mysterious video emerged online for the Ataribox. No details have really been disclosed for it so far, but apparently it's not going to be like a flashback type with ROMs or anything of old Atari games. It's supposed to be something entirely new. So Atari entering the current gen consoles has me a little pessimistic. Is this going to be another Ouya flop? Yeah, that was quite the success in Kickstarter, but as soon as everyone got them, it was horrible. So well, we'll cross our fingers for that one when we get to there, and see if it turns out to be worthwhile. But thanks for watching, and we'll see you next time. Cheers.